I mean not 30 seconds, 30 minutes. 30-minute burpees. Here we go. Let's get it started. Alright. Burpee before work. I should put this on coat. Get my VO2 max. Alright. Man. It's the warming up part right here. That always feels like a little hard. You know, when you're burping, when you're first time doing it. Yeah, you felt that, whatever. Not gonna answer, burpee time. 30 minutes. So, man, I feel really ill. Something really depressing happened. It was kind of shocking. But I got targeted. I got targeted by YouTube ads. I got targeted just because of my age. They know how old I am. And they gave me an ad for a diaper, for an adult diaper. Well, it wasn't a diaper, it was like an underwear. It looked like a boxer brief. And I think it was like a boxer brief, but with a pouch in the middle. So, you know, if you leak, it's not a big deal. You know, if you leak a little bit, it's, you know. And man, that's depressing. That's really depressing. Because they're like, hey, gentlemen of your age, you know, it usually happens, you're going to start leaking. So we want to sell you this stuff. Because we know that you guys have problems. Well, that's safe. You know, it's some BS. But it's the reality. And I'm sure I'm going to start getting all kinds of ads that's targeting people my age. I mean, it is what it is. Because it's my age, 49. Gonna turn 50 this year. If YouTube, they're getting me ready. They're getting me, trying to sell me products I didn't even know that I needed. Anyway, it sucks. I wish I could, can I change that? Can I change my age on YouTube? I don't want them to think I'm old. I just don't want them to, I don't want them to target me with these ads, you know, these old people ads about adult diapers, I mean, I don't know what else they think, you know. What is old people? Probiotics or something? Yogurt commercial? I don't want to get targeted. I don't. I guess it's not such a big deal. But yeah, it was depressing. Very depressing. I mean, you know, old people don't want to be reminded that they're old. Right? And also, I'm pretty sure if I'm having a leakage problem, I wouldn't seek help. You know what I mean? I wouldn't sit there, sold myself, and be like, this is horrible. I don't know what to do. And then get an ad, right? Oh, there's actually an underwear that stops the leakage. Now, I don't have to worry about it, but come on. I will seek out. If I have that problem, I will seek out. You don't need to bring it to me. I'll go find you. You know what I mean? Well, it is what it is. It's business. I get it. Keep going. Keep going. Listen. Oh, I should have turned that off now. That counts the burpees. But I did again. It's like whatever. 30 minutes is good enough. Right? That's kind of close to 100, I think. Whew. You know, I tried watching a movie, and I tried when I had to stop. I usually do. This one was actually not bad. I like the story. It was very grounded. It was very, reality. I don't know. So that was the problem. It wasn't. It felt like it and didn't become one. Anyway, it's called The Chef. I don't know if you've seen it. I think the movie's called The Chef. Yeah, the movie's called The Chef. It stars that dude, John Favreau. I can't pronounce his name. But the story about like a chef, like a pretty successful chef that has a restaurant, but he's going through like a divorce or something, blah, blah, blah. He loses interest in the work, but he starts doing a food truck, and he reignites his love for cooking. Right, and he got his homies around him, helping him out to cook. And that's all good, right? But the problem that I have with this is that his ex-wife is Sofia Vergara. I think I forgot her name. Sofia Vergara. And I don't know if you know. She's beautiful. Beautiful. Like, you know, A-class. And that already is like warning sign for me. It's like, wait a minute, what? You're a chef, and that's your wife, or that's your ex-wife? You know what I mean? Why'd you even get divorced? Look at her. You do whatever you can to stay married to this, you know, to this beautiful lady. But no, he was like, nah, didn't work out. Okay, I give you that. I said, alright, you know what? Kind of unrealistic, but alright. Let's see how the movie goes. Then, he did it again, where now this is John Favreau. I don't know if you know. Look him up. John Favreau. His ex-wife is Sofia Vergara. And now, his girlfriend is Scarlett Johansson. Right? The Scarlett Johansson's into this guy. Who's a food truck chef. And they're dating. His ex-wife is Sofia Vergara. It's like, okay, I had to stop the movie right there. I like that. Why? The whole story of Chef, it doesn't matter anymore. The food truck, all that, absolute nonsense. You got Scarlett Johansson as your girlfriend, your ex-wife is Sofia Vergara. Tell me more about that. How did you get them to date you and marry you? That story is way more interesting than a chef who does a food truck and, you know, reignites his passion for cooking. Good enough. That's not the main story. The story is, how did I get Scarlett Johansson to date me? And my wife is Sofia Vergara. Come on, that's the story. So I lost interest. I can't watch this. I can't watch this. Completely unrealistic. We should have just turned sci-fi at that point. You know? You turn it to alternate universe. Whatever they do with Marvel, you know? Time machine it. I don't know. But the story just became nonsense at that point. It was like, I don't care. I don't care about food trucks. You know? And I feel like the casting director, I mean, I get it. If you could get Scarlett Johansson to act in your movie, great. But I mean, come on. You're John Favreau. You know what I mean? You're not that guy. Like, I understand you have power. I could get Scarlett Johansson in my movie. And she was my girlfriend. That's great, but they don't make it about Chef. Make it science fiction. Make it a Marvel. Make it something that's not reality based. You know what I mean? Because that just suspended reality right there. And let's face it, you know? You're no Brad Pitt. If it was Brad Pitt or, I don't know, who's Matthew McConaughey, right? Who was a chef, did his food truck, reignite his passion for whatever. Then I'd be like, okay, I can see it. Brad Pitt getting Scarlett Johansson. Of course. Yes, that makes sense. You know? You're not Brad Pitt. You're not even Edward Norton. You're not Jesse Clemens. You know? I mean, are you even seeking of Kaufman level, Paul Giamatti? You know what I mean? At least of those guys, I feel like they're more grounded, like sideways with Paul Giamatti. You know? They didn't get Scarlett Johansson. Not to disrespect the actress, and that because the actress is great. You know? But anyway, neither here nor there. My point is, I just couldn't watch the movie. Okay. Now the plot makes sense. It's irrelevant at this point. You know, and I know they're not going to go into how he got Scarlett Johansson, so it's like, alright, well, that's enough about some dude cooking on the TV show. You know what's like a realistic movie? I was also watching. I didn't watch it, but it's just me. I watched it before. It's called My Left Foot. Great movie. It's really sad, tragic, but also very uplifting. It's a great movie, and it's a true story about a dude who was born with a cerebral palsy, and he couldn't really move his body except for his left arm. And the hardship he had to go through to, you know, he has all these challenges in his life, obviously, but he overcomes it, you know, with determination, grit, and, you know, help his family. It's also like a family movie. There was no Scarlett Johansson in that one. I'm sure the director was like, oh, I can get Scarlett Johansson. No, the casting director was like, no, we're not going to. I'm not going to cast Scarlett Johansson in My Left Foot, because it's going to take over the reality. You know? We need to see the drama. We need to stay focused on that character, who is Christy Brown. Who's also, it's a true story. True story. It's an amazing story. Inspirational. Anyway, the acting in that movie. It's so amazing. I mean, that put him on the map. I think he won an Academy Award. Daniel Day-Lewis for My Left Foot. He broke like 2 of his ribs because he had to play a cerebral palsy guy. And in order to like make his movement realistic, he kind of injured that rib. But I also give credit to that kid who also played Christy Brown when he was younger. That kid, amazing. Right up there, Daniel Day-Lewis, which is, I mean, the feet. Yeah. I mean, you know, to be able to go side by side with Daniel Day-Lewis, you know what I mean? Pass over the drama to Daniel Day-Lewis. And well, that's an amazing achievement too. He was such a what happened to that actor from my left foot, the young one? He kind of looks like that dude from Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. But my left foot was like, that was a long time ago. Anyway, you know, and also Daniel Day-Lewis, he was like a method actor, so he stayed in character the whole time. And he would not get out of his character. So people had to feed him, you know, he wouldn't walk, he dragged himself everywhere. That's dedication, you know. That's like the kind of acting you're like, it's like more than acting. Yeah. I don't know what it's art. I guess there's really no word for it. It's just amazing what an actor could do to get into that role, you know, and be able to bring it to life. Yeah, he's an amazing. Well, everybody knows he's an amazing actor. Amazing. And you know, who else is even more amazing? More amazing is Christy Brown. Because that guy, you know, he didn't act. You know, Daniel Day-Lewis, he acted. I don't know how long the shoot was. 6 months? I don't know, something like that. So he was playing cerebral palsy for 6 months. Christy Mack lived cerebral palsy all his life. And achieved what he achieved. He became a writer, a painter, just all using his one foot. You know? And he was 49 when he passed. It's my age right now. My age. You know? I got no right to complain about anything. I got no right to complain about anything. My life was fucking easy. So easy compared to Christy Mack. I mean Christy Brown. Christy Brown. I think also. Didn't they make a movie about him? A boxer? Female boxer? I watched a documentary on him. Also did not have an easy life. You know? Hey. I don't know why I was talking. Why am I talking to do Burpees? Alright. It makes it easier. It makes it easier if you're talking to it. Then I'm not thinking about how my shoulder sucks. And my knees and my back. And how I'm tired. Well, yeah. 11 more minutes. 2/3 almost done. Whew. Alright, let's go harder. A little faster. Man, I hope this VO2 max really works. Because this thing sucks. Not being able to breathe. But I think it does work. When I go hiking with the kids, I feel like I could just kind of catch up with that energy, you know. Catch up, not match it. Because my kids are in there. They're energetic. Super energetic. Push. 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 Alright. I need to start doing different variation of burpees. I see a lot of somebody does like a 5 foot. That seems a little too much. Maybe I could have this thing, right? Or the punch. Yeah. I don't really eat much salad. I like protein better than salad. And now, like, the discussion is, in some respect, some corner of the diet world, is it really even, is it even needed? Vegetables. You know. There's an argument, apparently, not my opinion, but the opinion of others, who says you can get all of it, all your nutrition through meat. Hence the carnivore diet, meat-based diet. There's all different variations of meat diet, big range. I remember when I kind of tinkered with it a little bit. It was just meat like beef only, beef, bacon, you know, butter. I forget, it was like triple B. So, anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Alright, salad. Yeah, I'm not sure if vegetables are, like I said, not my opinion. Do we really need salad? I think we should. Salad. Is that salad fork, completely useless salad fork. Why do they even use salad fork? Like, why are you even selling salad fork? It doesn't work, salad fork. I understand it's about class and sophistication, you know, culture, that you have your own fork for a salad, fork for this, spoon for soup, spoon for something else, butter knife, or, you know, cutting knife. But, alright, if you're so sophisticated, why don't you just come out with a better system than a fork for salad? Stabbing lettuce makes no sense. It makes no sense. There's nothing to stab. It's just foliage. You know? Do we go out in the yard and stab leaves? No, you know, use a rake. I guess that is kind of like. But anyway, not to like consume. It's this motion. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So, they should already know. There's already something that knows. And they should just, instead of a salad fork, they should just get rid of salad forks and bring in chopstick. Chopstick, perfect for salad. Perfect. So those fancy restaurants that has all these different utensils, stop it. All you need is like a fork, chopstick, spoon, knife. There you go. Save some money. You know, you don't need all that. And people get their food done faster. And I get upset about how, you know, the lettuce, there's a fork ain't working with lettuce. Alright, let's go harder. No, stop, let's go. No, stop, let's go. Let's go, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Shoulder, I hear you. Oh, my shoulder is screaming right now. Shoulder saying stop. Shoulder is saying don't do this anymore. Why are you doing this? There's no point in saying. It's like do something, use the other muscle. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Because Burpee is like kind of shoulder heavy. Maybe there's like other variations where I was saying. Oh, come on, shoulder. There you go. There you go. Let's go. I think we got like 5 more minutes left anyway. So just push it all the way. Push it all the way. Push it. Push it. Come on. Come on. Come Come on. This rainy season in Washington, it's just never ends. You know, it's like people say half a year it rains here. It's longer than that. It's way longer than 6 months. It's like 8 months. And no sun, just, I don't know. I think I need like more vitamin D. I'm taking vitamin D, but I need more. I need some kind of light therapy. It's just, the gray is a little too, it kills the spirit. You know? When there's like sun out, I just know that I'm an animal. I was not a nocturnal animal. You know? Like the sun comes out, and it brings a smile to my face. I miss Hawaii. I can't wait to go back. I miss Waimanalo Beach. That beach, Waimanalo, oh my God. So beautiful. So fun. I used to take boogie board here. Just ride all day. If you get hungry, you go sit by the beach, get some Spanish TV, some chips, some popcorn. Yeah. Some days, relax, play with the kids, tank it also. Oh, you know what, I want to go in the water, so boogie board again. You just do that all day. Eat, play in the sand, sun, ride waves. They got it down. Hawaii. If you're living in Hawaii, congratulations. Congratulations. You made it. You don't need to go anywhere else. That's the hike. I don't know. Just living. You know? That Polynesians that traveled, that took that risk, right? To get to Hawaii, because it's in the middle of nowhere. Never took that risk, man. And when they landed in Hawaii, they must have been like, I'm pretty sure that's where tea food comes from. They saw the land and you're like, oh snap. Here we are. The promised land. So gorgeous. It's everything about it. Amazing. I wish I could live there. Wow. We're in Washington. 8 months. It's great. Okay. There's it. With crispy crab and play. So shut down properly. Let's go. Let's go! So again. Shut up, children. Shut up, please. Shut up, foot. Shut up, back. Be gone. Be grateful that you can move it. Let's go. I can't wait to go to Waimanalo Beach again. I'll load up on Spanish movies. Maybe get a primo beer. Oh, that beer's so good. You know, get some like dessert. And coffee on my asadas. Oh, this is good. Okay, let's go back. Alright. Yeah, so I gotta get that exercise. Gotta get my body ready for boogie boarding. So a lot of work on boogie boarding. A lot of paddling. A lot of kicking. There's this freaking, one thing that I don't like is the Portuguese metal one. Oh man, those suckers. They're dangerous. They're a little jellyfish. But they're not jellyfish, they're something else, I think of what they're called. Anyway, they look pretty, but they're deadly. And if you get stung by their tentacles, oh man, no fun for you for like 2 weeks. It's gonna leave a mark, hurts. Where the heck are we? 60 seconds! I just talking, bro. Keep going. Trust that the timer works. Okay.